Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's yours truly, Asher J. Bell. And today, I wanted to talk to you about decision making. And I'm going to be brief in this video because I don't want to bore you, put you to sleep, but I want to actually help you by making better decisions, by understanding how to make better decisions. So we'll jump right into it. So there are three types of we can break it down into three different types of decision making. That's personal and organizational. Personal decisions are decisions that affect you, that normally involve you yourself as an individual. Organizational decisions involve other people and can be delegated. So you can collaborate with these types of decisions. Basic decisions are unique one-time decisions that will affect an outcome of a particular situation. And routine decisions are waking up, taking a shower, brushing your teeth, washing your face. These are routine decisions because they're repetitive and they're done over and over, almost to where you don't even need to think about making these decisions. You just know that you need to do them. Now, we also have the third, which I feel is most important when it comes to business-related decisions and even life decisions that are more serious in nature, which are programmed and non-programmed decisions. So a programmed decision, this is a responsive decision based on a situation that has occurred enough times for you to say, all right, there has to be some type of method or formula that I can create to deal with this situation. Meaning, you're going to analyze the situation, put together a plan, or put together steps or rules around the situation, so that way when it comes up again, because you've seen it before, you now know how to deal with it in the future. This is how you make an educated decision on how to handle a situation. That's a programmed decision. If we go into non-programmed decisions, this is a reactive type of decision. Something happened, it happens over and over, but you don't plan for it to happen again. And every time that it happens, you make sporadic decisions based off of pressure, based off of timelines, deadlines, etc. And typically this is just poor planning, it's poor decision making, and it has a negative effect on your outcome because whenever you rush to do something, that's when you make mistakes. And you will have to deal with the repercussions of those mistakes. So, jumping right into it. How do we go about making decisions? Well, step one is we have to identify a problem. If you can't identify a problem, it's hard to make an educated and evaluated decision. You have to understand that when it comes to decision making, you have to identify that there is a problem. That can be an external problem or an internal problem, but you have to realize that there is a problem in order to make a better decision. And this is how you get better at making decisions around that particular issue. Number two, you have to identify the decision criteria. What is the basis of your decision? What are your options? What can you possibly do? You have to brainstorm. What can you do to resolve this issue? Three, you have to allocate the weights of the criteria. How important is this option in comparison to this option? How much of an effect or an impact will this decision have over this decision? You have to weigh out and prioritize of what will be most impactful in resolution of your conflict or the efficiency of the decision or the situation that you're trying to correct here. Number four, you're going to develop alternatives. What can you do differently? What are some other things that you can do? If there's one way to do it, is there another way to do it? And if there isn't, can you develop one? Can you think of one? Can you create one? Five, you're going to analyze the alternatives. Think deeply about these alternatives. How will they affect the outcome? How are they going to affect your ultimate results from whatever it is that you're working on, whatever it is that you're experiencing, whatever it is that you're going through, or whatever it is that you're dealing with. Then you're going to select an alternative. This is when the decision is made. Most importantly, a decision is made. And might I add, not making a decision is a decision. It's not a good decision, but it is a decision. So you're going to select an alternative. We're going to make an actual decision here at step 6. And you're going to implement. And the 7th step, you're going to implement that alternative. And once the alternative has been implemented, the final step, we're going to evaluate the effectiveness of that decision. That means after it's all said and done, after we go through the motions of working our plan from the decision that we've made and the steps that we follow to create a plan around this decision that we've made, we're going to evaluate it in comparison to not having a plan, non-programmed, and reacting to a situation, to moving into the programmed category of decision making, which is taking steps to making a decision, an evaluated decision. And once you evaluate and you come up with a conclusion that this worked out great, well, now you have a set of guidelines to follow. And now you know exactly how to resolve the issue that you're dealing with, the conflict that you're dealing with, and the situation that has been reoccurring. You're going to know exactly what to do because you now have laid down the law of the decision that you'll make and how to make that decision concerning that specific experience. I hope that this was helpful, and I thank you guys for watching. Have a great evening.